Hi, Devin from Decon here, and these are Amazon's new Echo frames. They are the latest addition to Amazon's Echo lineup, and to my knowledge, they're the first smart eyewear we've seen to date. Yes, we've had Google's Glass and those weird Snapchat glasses, but while the latter was a gimmick, the former was more of a prototype, and Google never fully realized the potential of them. Amazon is taking a more simple approach by adding Alexa to your glasses, and that is it. There's no cameras, no AR integration, just Alexa and her soothing voice. And that's not really a bad thing either. In fact, it's in the simplicity where the Echo frames really shine. Now, I've been a fan of wearable smart tech for a while now, and I actually was an early adopter of the smartwatch craze, but I always found myself just slightly disappointed as it was more of a distraction than an actual helpful extension of my phone. The Echo frames are this helpful extension, and they don't get in your way as you go throughout your day, and Alexa is essentially a silent assistant, only providing information on command. Now, before I get any deeper into the functionality of the Echo frames, I want to talk about Alexa real quick. Her presence is great. She's very responsive, seems to have an unlimited amount of information, and she just makes everything so much easier. There is a slight delay when activating her, and actually just above the right lens on the inside of the frames, there's an LED that lights up when you say her name. This LED isn't obtrusive, but it is noticeable, and it should become less distracting over time. Overall, Alexa's AI is fantastic, and I actually find her voice a little more natural sounding when compared to Google or Apple's Siri, and she's able to activate essentially everything on your phone by just saying Alexa. The Echo frames require the Alexa app to function, and deep in the settings there's an option that you can turn on where Alexa reads every notification that comes in, and you can either accept or deny to hear from these applications in the future. This allows you to tailor the overall experience to your needs and just lets Alexa be that much more helpful. And you respond to these notifications with a built-in touchpad on the right arm. A swipe across this touchpad allows you to hear notifications from this application every time in the future, and a simple tap denies it. And this works with messages as well, so if a close friend contacts me and I want to hear from them every time they message me, I'll simply swipe across this touchpad, and Alexa will notify me every time they contact me in the future. And if I tap it, then it prevents this person from ever contacting me again, Jenny. On the underside of this arm, we have our two lone buttons, the first being our physical Alexa button, which also doubles as a power button, and just adjacent to that we have our volume rocker. Also on this arm, we have a microphone and speakers. We also have speakers on the opposite arm, which gives us a full stereo speaker system here, which is really nice, and it actually works really well. The sound quality isn't anything special, and they definitely won't rival any kind of in-ear wireless earbud, but it's the convenience that they provide and the fact that I'm not completely detached from my world that I truly enjoy. There's one moment in particular that really stands out to me, and it's about 3 or so weeks into owning these frames, and I was coming home after a long day of work. I was completely exhausted, and I remember just walking in the door, throwing my backpack off to the side, and crawling up on the couch, and I wanted to watch some random video on YouTube, and I think I clicked on the latest Dave Lee review or something like that, and I brought the phone close to my face, I cupped the speaker grill like I normally do, and all of a sudden the video started and sound started coming from my Echo frames, and I remember just laughing to myself. I was like, oh yeah, I have speakers in my glasses now, and I brought the phone away from my face, I removed my hand from the speaker grill, and I just enjoyed the video. And to me, this is the perfect example of the convenience that these Echo frames truly provide, and this once small issue I had was no more, and it was all thanks to the Echo frames. Another area where the Echo frames really excel is with phone calls. The built-in microphone does an excellent job at picking up your voice clearly, and the speakers do a nice job allowing you to hear the person on the other end. This is honestly one of the best phone call experiences I've ever had. Not only is comfort a non-issue, it's super stealthy, and I love the touchpad integration here. A simple swipe allows you to accept a phone call, while a tap ends it. It's extremely well done, and overall it's a very positive experience. Battery life will depend on your usage. For me, I work from about 6 AM to 4 PM, and I generally wasn't running out of battery until about 8 PM that night. And when I tried to completely stress out the glasses by listening to music non-stop, it lasted around 4 hours. Total recharge time is just under 2 hours, and you actually charge the glasses with this awesome MagSafe Lite connector. But the Echo frames are far from perfect. I actually don't love the overall look of the frames as I find them overly large, and they're really bulky, and they're only available in this one frame and color option. and they're actually not very resistant to wear. Across the 60 days I've owned these frames, they've actually gotten really scratched up from normal non-abusive use, and the decision to make the outer part of the frames this piano black gloss is definitely the culprit. If you look at these wrong, they're going to scratch, and the right side is especially prone to wear because this is where you're interacting with the touchpad. Overall, Amazon's new Echo frames are awesome and they've made a difference in my life, whether it's doing small mundane things such as getting the weather in the morning, setting a reminder, listening to music, watching a video on YouTube, or just taking a phone call. It does all of these things very, very well. And Alexa herself is actually everything you can want in a virtual assistant. The best part about all this is you can do all these functions without ever reaching for your smartphone, and it's not a distraction either. The only thing holding these Echo frames back is the lack of frame and color options, and I actually think adding a sunglasses variant would get these in the hands of people who normally wouldn't buy them because they don't wear eyeglasses. But as of right now, the Echo frames are not only an excellent addition to the Echo lineup, they are a difference maker in the wearable smart tech world, and they come highly recommended. Well, it's been nice. If you've enjoyed this video, send me your likes. If you enjoy my content, send me your subs. I'll see you next time.